Hi everyone, good morning. 大家好，我是波雷。今天来进行我们的 Part 6。Part 6的话，我们会去寻找雪怪村长，还有进行第四次模拟试炼。好了，那我就废话不多说了。哦，对了，今天也是直播画面咯，所以就让我们赶快开始吧。Let's go! Go go go! 看到你，先跟你讲话。OK， 先跟 NPC 讲话，哪个姿势 ？OK。
There's a price I pay for using this borrowed power. Damn it! I should never have brought it forth. I reacted too emotionally earlier. Some old memories resurfaced.
巴西拉特姆又见面了呢，还记得吗？在奥迪尔利，除了争取阿塔尔的时间除外，都在说着废话，搞得有点麻烦。这次就来点其他不一样的吧。我等等回来。哎呀，回来了。OK。
You were sent by the Abet shaman, Invish. It pains me to say this, but there is no path through the forest that will completely avoid the oak gentiany.
你不会冷吗？露个肩。
I completely understand where Shaman Invish is coming from. The Abets and oak gentiany were once on quite good terms.
战争的来龙去脉。
Until that changed, this used to be a place of meeting. The Abet's chief Hunvish and the Oak Gentiany chief Floki were extremely close. So close that they would sit together, even during blizzards, to eat oak pills and drink together. Both are of the mountain of eternal winter, and both are children of Labreska, one born from her tears, and the other from her wounds.
OK， 阿北斯和奥珍尼亚的战争的来龙去脉。
But soon after the recent mysterious explosion at the Shirikon Iron Mines, events beyond our understanding started to occur at the Abet's most sacred place. A place they considered their site of origin. When a totem in the Zavir Highlands was destroyed, the investigation unbelievably concluded that it was the doing of the Oak Gentiany. Ultimately, the Khan came to the forest in search of the truth. He brought no guards, perhaps as a sign of trust.
在没有护卫的情况下，为了寻找真相而进入了森林，大概他是太相信奥珍尼亚了吧。
However, that evening, we definitely heard it from high atop a hill. The forest was filled with screams that night.
Was the Khan tortured?
No, it was the screams of the Oak Gentiany. I cannot fathom what happened. However, we are certain the Khan did not re-emerge from the forest, and the angry Oak Gentiany set about destroying the village.
So someone slaughtered the Oak Gentiany.
When the Oak Gentiany lose all physical strength, their souls return to the flame of origin and they are reborn. Therefore, as long as their origin flame isn't extinguished, they cannot die.
Would one such as a Khan have acted so rashly with this knowledge?
As I said, his trust was enough that he went in unarmed.
However, there was one thing that was strange.
这个
The leader
好
wasn't
帅
with the group that attacked the village, so the Oak Gentiany chief Floki has also completely disappeared. what in the world happened in the forest that night.
OK，
But why do you want to go into the forest?
Where life and death cycles in the heavens. Is this the flame of origin you mentioned before?
Ah, yes.
Oh,
it is also
yes.
referred to as such. But you can't go there right now.
为什么？前往高峰警卫的岗校。
I was informed by Alici at Mountaintop Guard Post that the path of prophecy within the Jade Starlight Forest, where the flame of origin resides, is currently blocked by a mysterious wall. Thankfully, we have Assistant Pippet helping us conduct our investigations.
Did you not just say going into the forest is dangerous?
Well, Pippet is a Frosttail weasel, so the Oak Jinshini won't attack him. Pippet said that the wall that blocks the path of prophecy appears to deteriorate as more Oak Jinshini return to the flame of origin.
It's time for you to pull your weight. Cut the Oak Jinshini down and open up the way for us.
笑死，他叫黄鼠狼帮他开路。对啊。
I need to rest and reserve my strength. When you're ready, let's meet at the Mountaintop Guard Post.
OK， 现在要去。Hi man。哦，这个特效好帅啊！现在要干嘛？然后，哦，要上去，走这边。哦，有点远哦。哦，有人在这边哦。哦，对哦，这边是打那个。哦，这个 BGM 好屌哦！大啊！OK， 到了，先跟隔壁的讲话。哦，好可爱！
Shh, quiet down. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing over there. Uh-oh, where did it go? I just lost it. How about you? Oh, you're coming up from the Jade Starlight Forest, right? A whole lot of souls were headed through the path of prophecy.
You're late.
Huh? You know each other? I thought you said you weren't friends.
Do we strike you as friends?
Huh. What a strange soul you are. Let's all go inside. We'll freeze if we stay out here.
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens. I've come here on account of the heir of the Khan. We could have gone straight for the path of prophecy, but if there is even the slightest of odds that his father, the Khan of the Abets, is still alive, then us charging in recklessly might inadvertently sever the last thread of life he's clinging to.
OK。
Then, Alici, how much did the wall blocking the path of prophecy deteriorate when this person defeated the Oak Jinshini?
发现。
Then, Alici, how much did the wall... Then, Alici, how much did the
OK，
wall
在
blocking
沉
the path
静
of prophecy
沉静的沉默
deteriorate
中
when
等
this
待。
Quite a bit. However, it's not enough. It's probably just enough to put an arm through.
Then, Pippet, we need your assistance. I
Pippet.
know you haven't forgotten the 300-year-old stink of the Oak Jinshini chief's feet. Sure, they're stinky, but I
Oh,
honestly
好可爱
kind of
哦。
miss that stink. It's just a hunch, but this mysterious wall blocking the path of prophecy that leads to the flame of origin. Do you think there's a chance it was Chief Floki's doing? We've searched the whole forest, and Floki is nowhere to be seen. The one place we haven't looked yet is inside the cave. I can't put my finger on why, but it feels like Floki trapped himself inside the cave on purpose and is waiting for someone to rescue him.
There is logic behind this. If he is not like the other Oak Jinshini that have become violent, he will recognize Pippet and try to somehow send out a signal.
Now, why don't we get some tea while we wait for Pippet to return?
Pippet 黄鼠狼要去喽。主我带应。哦，好帅哦！这边的武器。哇哦，哎，这个是法杖吧？巫师的法杖。这个是。啊，就巫师的法杖而已，没了。OK， 点。稍微流淌这尴尬的沉默，尴尬。点。
What's that pattern on your skin? If it's a curse, I can take a look at it for you. Those clothes. You've worn them ragged. Ever thought about a new look? Clothes make it the man, as they say.
That stuff.
被吐槽。
What is it?
What it is?
It belonged to Bahit Lalakona,
Oh,
the
这个
Bahitran
奶
that first
赞
led us to the light of the holy flame. It was the first thing given to him by the Okjinshini when he arrived at the mountain. Legend tells that it will light up when the Yenix returns to the mountain.
It is shining, but the light is so dark.
None of us have actually seen the fire for ourselves. Only he has. So, I see you've come to the mountain to erase that pattern that brands you.
哦，主尔丹也是为了那个来的吗？奥雷杰卡的记忆。
My goodness, Elichi.
My goodness.
You have the ability to gaze into people's souls? I never knew.
As brilliant cities and temples collapse, and Orzeka's power dissipates, a leader among them left the cursed, forgotten, ancient kingdom behind. With a crown made from unknown bones, he calls himself Belmorn, descendant of the kingdom of Orzeka, and names this land the Hexe Kingdom.
The very same words that constantly go through my mind. How much do you know about the Orzeka records? I want to know more about the Yenix.
Inex。
If you want to know, see for yourself. All the records here were recorded by the
Odinsu.
Lalakona.
看的口闹。现在干嘛？哦，先给你讲话先吧。
We Bahitra must never Germina.
革命啊！现在要在这边。集结代代相传流传的巴西特拉姆的故事，大部分是因为克加卡而自己灭亡的古代娃王杰卡的故事。哦，克加卡灭了那么多人哦。第10119的愿望文全文。
Excerpt from the 10,119th wish.
都对。
O great Lord Kazaka,
哦，贵
this
州
traveler
哦
from，
这
the
个配音很
mountain
好
of
笑。
eternal winter comes seeking salvation. His name is Silverfrond. Will you honor him his request? The chief priest asked. Kazaka replied,
国家卡。
Speak your wish, Silverfrond. So he did. I am cursed for loving a witch, since such love was forbidden. I know my beloved cannot be brought back to life, so I ask only that you remove the curse placed upon me by her 6 sisters.
I will grant you your wish,
Kazaka replied.
but you must bring me the Yenix, the holy flame. Nestled in the heart of the dragon that dwells in the mountain of eternal winter, I will use the flame to rid you of your curse.
我用那火花来解除你的诅咒。克扎卡如此回答着。前来向克扎卡许愿的人，许愿的无数人的故事。后来找到克扎卡那个人究竟是谁呢？谁找到克扎卡
Excerpt from the 13,000th wish.
？13,000。
O great Lord Lord Kazaka, the traveler from the mountain of eternal winter, returns. When he heard the chief priest say this, Kazaka bade Silverfrond forward.
Silverfrond, show me the Phoenix.
End of the 13,000th wish excerpt.
But Silverfrond was not alone when he came bearing the Phoenix. For with him were those known as the Knights of Dawn. Orzeka fell soon after, and with its fall, Bahit Lalakona had a revelation. From that day forth, he and his people turned their worship to the holy flame that had consumed Kazarka instead.
巴西克拉可纳的记录。
Once the turmoil that arose from Kazarka's fall had settled, I made for the mountain of eternal winter to seek the holy flame. But the flame was not there. Silverfrond, the Knights of Dawn, neither had returned to the mountain. The mountain of eternal winter was without the Phoenix. The golden dragon that once embraced the Phoenix was losing her
巨大的黄金龙。
Something was gnawing at her from within. But when her tears fell and met the snow, new life suddenly bloomed like a wave of violets swaying in the wind. I named them the Oak Jinshi. The golden dragon then toppled over. And from her wounded flesh sprung more life. These I named the Abets. Finally, from her well-guarded embrace came forth those covered in dragon blood. They would come to be known as the Guardians.
Oh, 守护者。
I then heard woeful cries coming from the foot of the mountain. The 6 witches had passed. In their wake emerged mutants, humans who had absorbed the essence of the witches and now wrought destruction upon their village. Thus was the second death of the golden dragon Labresca, a death that would cause a cataclysm of chaos to befall the mountain of eternal winter.
Oh. 哎，戒指卖掉了。叮。
Super fascinating stuff, right? I keep trying to read it myself, but it's quite a slog. I guess you're more determined than you look.
When will Pippet return? He's your only assistant, is he not?
We can always make room for more assistants. Why? Do you want to be my assistant?
哦，皮皮回来了！哦，好可爱哦！哦，好可爱！很强大的黄鼠狼。村长的接住寻求。
Oh my! This was a gift from Chief Hoonvish to Chief Floki. The soft, cushy Sintamani. My hunch was right. Chief Floki is living inside the cave.
The path ahead of us won't be easy. If we intend to weaken the wall enough to break through, then we will need to take down many more Oak Jinshini. Let's go.
No, I need you to stay here. The soft, cushy Sintamani might have a hidden code on it.
Does your tongue speak the truth? If this is some manner of deception.
Only one way to know for certain. Plus, it'll give us time to get to know each other better.
OK。嗨，比比哦，好可爱哦！现在要去击杀。 OK， 完成任务了，再回去那边。哦，有点远了，用飞的。好不好打啊？这个东西。哦，有点不好打。诶，还做了一只吗？哦，有点痛。我要死了。哦，好痛，好痛，好痛，好痛，好痛！这个有点变态。闪！哦，这好痛，好痛！打东西啊，怎么这样痛啊？哦，死了！啥东西都没有。我好痛！哎。哦，到了。哎，跟你讲话。呀，那个东西多少钱啊？一个？哇哦，哇哦，2万多！哇哦！里面传来的嘈杂声。
Listen carefully. We three are all that remain of the Jade Starlight Forest's history. Beyond lovely evenings spent with loved ones, where starlight and moonlight riding the cloud's end.
Enough, that is.
As the dark sky fades to bring in the new dawn,
Heard you, we have.
our sincere duty is to protect the winter.
Surround you, the swaying pansies do.
Who are you?
Who are you？ 来到这里的原因。
After escaping from that woman's clutches, we had no trouble making it through these woods.
Aha! And who are you?
Chief, we sent them the request for aid. Through Pit-Pit, remember?
Remember？村长。
And yet, what is this sound? It's the star of the Winterland! It's melting! Are you here to save us? To clear the witch's trial?
这个村长在跟你讲话。
You can sit as you can. In good distance.
OK。
What took you so long? Have you any idea of the number of times we sent your way?
我不知道。
To once again see the And the heavy drinks Unwish would mix for us. My friend, let us count the sheep among the stars.
早安啊，愁山。
This is your chief?
Embarrassed I am. But yes, this is he.
Let's get right to the point. We are here for 2 reasons. First,
感谢愁山的追随 ，Thank you follow。
to find the missing Khan.
主播我出运了，刚刚达到250加了， 哇
Khan never dies, or so I hear. You only need to be reborn by the flame.
恭喜恭喜，以后打祭典战可以用了。请问一下，游戏好玩吗？好玩啊，怎么不好玩？我都玩了5年了。
Helpless they must. Certain of it, I am.
它主要看你要想玩什么了，因为这个游戏太多东西可以玩了。你想要专门打怪，还是玩剧情、玩主线、玩任务什么的，一堆东西。它还有生活，很多东西可以玩啊。感谢愁伞的走换。
Finally thought of something good. I don't remember the last time you did.
哦，一堆东西可以玩。OK。
Ooh, Ivar! I mean Ford. Ooh,
哦，
I mean Ford. Ooh, Ivar! I mean Ford.
根源的火花，
Finally thought of something good.
这个可以找人带升级吗？可以啊，就大概就带你到60吧，60级过后，你就可以你后面就开始慢慢就是自己升级吧。在这个游戏等级差不多到62就可以停了，之后的等级都是比较难升，62开始都比较难升，但是主要是等级没有差异太大，只是差异在命中而已。所以之后你62就可以开始停，然后就开始升装备咯。这边游戏主要是装备罢了，装备还有你个人技巧。如果你要打架的话了，装备和个人技巧比较重要，还有就是看你要走什么流派，都很多种玩法。
Always full of ideas I am. Opening the heavens where life and death ebb and flow. Only by us who handle the flame of origin, a chief can it be. Melt away soon, the star of the winterland shall. So, choose you must.
No need to tread the difficult path from the start. Speak. Tell us how we can be of aid, why you cannot die, and what led you to seal yourselves in here.
哦，他们死不了的哦。
The time has come. I've been dying.
哦，这个村长，
Chief, if I may, time is of the essence. Let us depart from here. We can accept their aid later, when we've had time to speak at length.
有啊，但是怎么说，我还是不要了。想慢慢享受这个游戏比较好一点。如果你很快就达到它的那个顶点的话，说实话，你游戏就没什么动力玩了。很快就没什么动力玩了，因为现在的装备，顶点的人都很多的，然后现在在靠的是技巧。有些人的面板很低，他可以打赢就是高面板的人，纯粹靠技巧。
But you wouldn't happen to have brought any libations with you.
哦，什么声音？
Had better told over a stiff drink or two.
就听到龙的声音。这边难道有龙？哦，是贝克的声音是吧？切。OK， 根源的火花。
This is the cave gifted unto us by the humans
酷夏魔女。
who made their home here. Where Lesha, the witch of fever, taught them the ways of draining the dragon's vigor. I still remember. Oh, King Shinny, born from the dragon's heart-rending tears. Oh, this land now belongs to you. And so I asked, your scorching heat was what drove off the winter's cold. Where are you off to now?
I thought he was going to speak of himself.
Not once died our chief has. Not once. Remembers all he does.
The flame of origin is maintained by the ebb and flow of death and life itself. We deliberately give our lives for the sake of this cycle.
and yet abstain from the sacrifice. The chief is selfish. He is.
村长太自私了。
You ungrateful mongrels! Selfish? Me? I have stayed alive to preserve our memories for times such as these. That's why.
Chief, too loud you are. Continue with your story, I plead.
I'm listening.
Anywho, they spoke these words. The witches are dead. It's now time to protect ourselves from the dragons. All the tribes are gathering at the forbidden Black Mountain to answer the call of the great founder. That's all. They left like that, and we gained this cave.
And the witch's trial?
模拟失联，维持生与死循环的根源火花。据说死去的奥珍悉尼的灵魂会沉浸在这个，会经过这个火花重生。第四魔女心莲，哦，到第四的魔女失联啦。
Chief, germane to the topic you aren't. Help I shall. Taught the humans wisdom. Lesha, the witch of fever, did. Melted her own face right in this place, she did. And yet, from within the heavens of life's ebb and flow, the eyes, nose, and lips to Lesha's face, a shaman restored. As the fingers of the heavens, these four pillars are now known. When on the fingers of heaven, eyes, nose, and lips placed properly are.
Eyes,
Brightly
nose.
shine its radiance will. Once Lesha's face is restored, so too the lost face of the star of the Winterland shall be.
OK，
Shall now open the heavens where life and death ebb and flow.
雷煞的光芒，如同生与死循环一般的雷煞的光芒，在到达指定的地点时才会发光，闪泄露真正的面貌。需要与各石柱互动，让雷煞的光芒移动到指定位置。当4个雷煞的光芒全部移动到指定位置时，中间就会出现一丝的脸。
I shall now open the heavens where life and
OK， 现在是把手和你光芒，为啥能改变呢？哦，我弄这个就跑来这边，这样子我。 哦，是不是这样子呢？是不是我小讲的？对，赞呐，头脑厉害，呵呵，真佩服我自己。哎，不对，现在干嘛？哦，这边，遗失的脸，哦，这是脸。嗯。
The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens.
把脸贴在东国之心上，把脸贴在东国之心上，而令人毛骨悚然的独眼一起，从根源的火花掉下来的光晕消失了。OK， 跟主我带一点话。
Without that bumbling fox, we completed our task in record time. As promised, let's listen to
真
what they
的
have，to
那个
say.
狐狸不在。
You're more reliable than you look. It's now time for the deep talks.
No need for depth of story here. Simply stick to the main points.
Well, my eloquence was sure to dazzle you, but this wet blanket had to ruin it. I'm fine. Let's settle down a bit. This is both our story and the story of their con.
Koch。
The reason we barricaded ourselves here is solely due to the crazed tribes outside these walls.
阿尔卑斯的头目肯恩
You do know what the Zavir Highlands mean to us, yes?
等等，
Then why did you destroy our totem?
It wasn't us. It wasn't us. I
Then who are those, O Jinchini?
Today was supposed to be a festive day.
Right. Today was the day the seal of the stone tablet left by the seventh witch was to be broken. However, we must first settle this matter before we can bind the tablets. Returning to Ailton hand in hand at this point could result in our deaths, so I've come in their place. What truly has occurred here?
Are you actually okay? We found these in our woods.
These. Aren't these the oak pills we used to enjoy together?
Members of my tribe who ate these passed away. They were poisoned from eating these very oak pills.
I can't believe my ears. Poison? We, for one, do not have the skills to craft a potent enough poison.
It appears that the fox rule wanes and the deer rule is nigh. Aren't you going to pass the seat of Khan to your own son? Maybe the antlered ones had some unfinished business with you.
No, that cannot be. No Abets would do such a thing. We long to become a bridge for the world. Whoever inherits the seat of the Khan would never commit such an atrocity.
哦，进入动画的赞。
If any of us loses our life, our souls ride the origin flame as our flesh is born anew. And yet those of us who ate this very oak pill and were rekindled came back changed, attacking fellow members of our tribe.
哦，原来如此。
No longer would they sing with us. Oh, Nebraska, return, return. Was where I tasted true despair. One became 10, which quickly became 100. They are the ones who toppled your totems in the highlands.
No, that cannot be. Not us Abets.
你要干嘛？你要干嘛？
What are you doing?
I shall prove it to you myself.
哦。
For the sake of all of the Abets who have been framed, we do not betray our friends. That is the way of the Highlands. Look, of one thing I'm certain. This oak pill is not poisoned.
哦，死了 ！Oh my god！ 哦。会，看到吗？看到吗？会，看到吗？看到吗？会，有看到吗 ？OK， 可以的。有啊，怎么没有？
Khan was returned to the highlands while attempting to prove the Abets' innocence.
还是雷士的。
Only us three remain of our tribe, torn apart by our greed. While we wish to part the heavens to find his resting star. Whatever the reason may be, our friend chose to cut his own breath short. For those who so easily give up their precious lives, we have no such merciful stars here. That is his final resting place.
The village ruins. That too was the works of your tribe turned monsters.
Do the Abets believe we were the ones who brought the village to ruin?
无尽的冬天寒气。
They believe that you were the ones who planted the dread winter tree.
Are you serious? They're not of their own minds.
Yeah.
Like it as well. How could the Abets have such little faith in us?
Chief, isn't it obvious? Even if the poisoned pill consumed their soul, their shells remain Okjinshini clear as day. Anyone else would think the same. Let's stick to the facts here.
Know the facts we do. Continue the unfinished story we shall.
After the Khan needlessly passed, I came to realize that this This all stems from a poisoned oak pill, but we've yet to identify the maker. In the end, it's still the Mountain of Eternal Winter. The oak pill is just a means. For no matter how we died, through the origin flame we were still reborn whole.
OK， 奥珍西尼们变凶残的真正原因。
Enveloped in the chill of the eternal winter, this cold-hearted wanderer was. On the final bridge of wills that guide us back to the surface, tearing apart the souls of our people she was. Feeding the flames of the void she did. Tossed to those depths, spare no scream those souls could. Melted away in the burning flames they did.
I do not understand. You think that we can help you... how?
让我们帮忙。
Why are you all so bad at explaining? Let me explain what you need to do in your worldly terms. Extinguish the flame that's claimed the haven of slumbering origin, and remove the guardian that protects the flame itself. Do the same for the winter trees burnt to a crisp, and the winter spirits that attack with painful howling, for they are the main culprits of this deadly winter. Take this oak pill that murdered the Khan and unveil the truth. If you don't, then I have no choice but to believe until my last breath that those antlered ones carried out this devious act. It pains me to suspect a friend. I pray that you preserve our age-old friendship. Now, we've no time to waste. Having now parted the heavens, I shall use all of my power to transport you to the path to proving that the Abets and Okjinchini are
Oh, big Jenny. OK。哦。嗨，好的。当你看到这个画面时，就代表我的 Part 6已经结束啦。接下来 Part 7的话，我们将会去到艾伊尔村庄，还有听听看远古的故事。好了，那我今天的影片就先到这里结束了，感谢大家的收看，大家再见喽，拜拜。我们 Part 7见。